Hey, hello scrappers. Today I got some of you guys may recognize these. Pull the camera out of here real quick, out of the tripod. But I was working on some of these last night, and you can see I got a few of them done down there in the bucket, and just got to get the copper out of them now. I started out, this bucket over here was heaping. Still got a few down in there. And I got one here. Most of these have cast aluminum down here, but this one's cast iron. And then this one is just a totally different style altogether. So that one maybe experimenting with. So I'm gonna get a few of these. It's kind of loud, I know. Get the bucket off the file cabinet, might make it a little quieter. Just get one up there at a time. Of course, I try to clean up the rubber. Show you how I tear these things down. Some of them I can do in about a minute a piece. Others take a little longer. Just depends. Some of them like to fight you. I'll try to zoom in a little bit, but I want to be able to get the vise. Okay, I know I got about half of the workbench. I can probably back out a little bit. So first off, I start with a hammer, and I think I probably need to pan up a little bit. That's probably good there. Try to keep an eye on the monitor. But you got this little back edge here. Sometimes those are aluminum. Then you got tin here, and then you got your cast aluminum here. So what I've been doing, got the jaws of the vise open, but I've been getting on the edge, and I kind of hit it. I'm going to try to get it on a solid surface. See, and then the back of that will pop off. See, it sticks to the magnet. Then you got, most of them will have this felt stuff. Take that out, throw it in the trash can. Garbage. Then I do this side. A few whacks. Now some of them will fight you on that. And like I say, again, that sticks to the magnet. And then you got this aluminum piece. You got a little keeper back in here. What I've been doing, I got the vise jaws set where that'll just sit flat. And then I give it a good whack. Sometimes they'll come all the way out, sometimes they don't. So now I got a little bit of the power cord sticking out there, and that'll create some problems. So I try to clip it off as close as I can to the body of this thing. I set it back up there, whack it again. I think it went too far this time, but sometimes they don't. I got a pin punch here. I was going to bring in another coffee can there. I almost filled the one coffee can up with those yesterday. Okay, then once I'm down to this far, if you got earbuds in, turn your volume down. Okay, here we go. Now my blade's getting wore down, so I'm not getting a real good cut here, but I'm cutting through pretty much everything there. And I just take a hefty screwdriver. I probably should have put a new blade in there before I started the video. Yeah, let me try to cut on that just a hair more, see if I can get down in there. I just got to get off to the side where the body of the grinder's out of the way. Got a lot deeper this time. Okay, I got a metal piece right down the center of this one. This is one piece with the power cord. That's clean cast. Throw it on the cast aluminum bucket. And this, I'm just going to break that off. Put that in the bucket down there. I can probably beat on that or something and end up knocking that out here later. Or just toss it. I got some of these little plastic plug-in pieces. Tin, thread. Shred. Some of these will be aluminum, so I always like to check them. This one's got two little foam pads. Still doesn't want to come out of there. It's out now. I guess I get that out. This piece right here, sometimes you that's shred. And flip it over to make our cut. Getting loud again. The way I used to do these, I didn't cut them. I would try to get a hold of this inner thing and then I'd tap around the side and keep trying to get a bite on it. And sometimes they come off easy, sometimes, a lot of times they're hard. So, and sometimes they'd be rusty in here, so I'd have to spray WD-40. And I just find this way a lot faster and easier. You see there, a couple whacks. Fell right apart. I gotta fight this plastic piece out of there. Here we go. And sometimes we cut through the windings, which we'll be doing that later anyway. Throw those two in the clean cast aluminum. So as you can see, they're not too hard. I'm not sure what time I started this video. Trying to get out here tonight and get a little bit done. Got a cold front coming in later. People up there in Canada, I think you've already got it. Calling it an Arctic blast. But it's not going to be super bad down here. They're talking 34 for a high tomorrow. So I thought, okay, I'll be out here in the shop doing something with the heaters on. Right now the heaters aren't on. It's probably 55, 60 degrees, so it's not too shabby. Grab a pin punch. I think that piece is plastic. Okay, here, cut it again. You can move through these pretty quick. I've been saving these up, I think, all summer. Yeah, I know I'm cutting pretty close to my hand there, but when you get down there and you're holding it here, just take your time, just cut easy. Don't put a lot of pressure on it. That way you don't have to, if you're just cutting easy, not much chance of catching on something, or snagging, and breaking off or jumping. You can make good time on these, so you don't have to get in a hurry. Seems pretty light, but by the time I get a bucket full, it probably won't be quite so light. I'm not sure how long we've been going, but yeah, this one here looks pretty rusty, and it's a little bit different shape. But still, it pops off of there pretty easy. This has got some crud in there. Got one foam piece and. That one must be, I think it's a little bit bigger, but looks like it's kind of bent. Not a lot of a lip to set it on. It's got the little ring around on the inside, so it's kind of like that first one. I got the piece sticking out there again, so I'll try to cut some more of that rubber off of there. Makes it a little easier to pull through when I'm trying to separate it. One of the guys that works said, "I bet you're counting the days." I said, "Yeah, roughly about 15. 5 days this next week, and 5 days the last week of the month. And then for using the personal time, I'll probably take, I'll have 10 days, so take 2 days, work a day, take 2 days, work a day. So to use up to 10 days, I'll probably have to work about 5 days. And then I'll take my I got 9 days of vacation left. I had to use one Wednesday, take my wife up to the hospital. She's been having some pains kind of in her upper chest, but I think what they decided it was ulcers. So they made her drink some stuff that numbed her up really good. I think we were up there from about 5:30 to about 11. So I took a day off. Got out and got a little bit of work done that the next afternoon, but did some grocery shopping, and she's feeling a lot better. Her arm's kind of bruised up though, because that woman taking blood, I don't know, I think she's just too big of a hurry. And my wife's got small veins, they like to roll, so she's hard to stick. There's a few people that can do it really successful, but a lot of them fail, and so needless to say, the inner side of her arm here is all bruised up, and so she's being real protective of it right now. And tomorrow's the wife's birthday, so I have to take her out to eat somewhere. But, well, I would, but she doesn't want to get out of the house because of the temperature. With her COPD, when she gets out in the cold air, that takes her breath. So I think she's planning on going out somewhere to eat for her birthday, but when she heard the weather report, she goes, nope, I'm staying home. Of course, I'll probably sleep in a little bit in the morning, then get up and drink a pot of coffee, or I might just have a couple cups and then get out here and work a little bit, then go in and have a cup and warm up. I think I got a pretty good setup here now with a heater on each side of me, so I can have it kind of blowing at me from both sides, and heats the area right around me pretty good. Like I say, shut the doors and stuff, and then it slowly builds up, you know, warms this area of the shop up. I brought some basically walls in that got light sheet iron on each side of them, and oh, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of foam. So when I redo this roof, someone suggested put 2x4s over across and then put the new roof on top of it. And I thought, yeah, that'd kind of make a dead air space, and that would kind of work like insulation. But I could put that foam up there, and then where the pieces join, I could go in there in between them with grate stuff and spray that in, and that'd make it good and solid. And then they got the spray foam insulation kits. I think you can get a 200 square foot one for, used to be able to get them for about 200, but they're about 250 or so now, maybe 300. 200 square feet, so I could do this whole, probably most of the ceiling with one kit. But if I just went halfway down and then tried to foam in this wall here, the bottom, and that area there, and then built me a wall about halfway through, it'd be easy to heat this area. It'll only be about half the size of is what it is right now, and then like I said, it'd be about half the size and insulated. Using the spray foam, that should stop a lot of the drafts. It really probably wouldn't hurt to spray foam the eBay room either, this 8x16 building. Especially if the north wind's blowing, because it's to the north. Okay, we'll get this one cut open, and it's about 6:51 right now, and I usually try to call it a night around 7 out here, and then go in and relax. I know some of my subscribers are hammer fanatics. They would just set this down somewhere and take a big sledgehammer to it and have parts flying everywhere. Me, I just kind of feel like I'm getting a little bit old to be swinging, getting too anxious with a sledgehammer. That's why that big job last year when I had this fence post to bust that cement off of, I went with a rotary hammer. I've got two big 8-pound sledgehammers, but I thought, no. Well, I don't have too many left in there. Actually, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, something like that. But I think we're at a good spot to call it quits. I can finish those up tomorrow, and then get in there and cut that up. Copper's still selling good. Tom from the High Scrap app said right now is a good time. You know, copper's still a good price, good time to sell it. A lot of times prices drop in the winter, but this year it's been staying pretty good. So, I don't know if I get that up high enough. Probably not. Not really. Let me back out. There we go. Turn it this way some. Lean up against the workbench. So, hope everybody had a great work week. I know for a lot of people it's going to get cold here in the States, especially up there around Canada, northern states. And I guess the East Coast is going to get hit hard again, so lots of snow. We're supposed to get a trace here tomorrow, maybe an inch, you know, so I don't know. I've heard them say just to get a light dusting, and we end up getting 6 inches, so you know how you can trust the weatherman. So last video I showed the bucket shelf, so if you guys need a bucket shelf, get back in the videos. I did a video of this, well, a year and a half ago probably, but I thought, well, I got a lot of new subscribers, so probably need to share it with some people. I've got a little retaining wall there, so it's sitting on the retaining wall. So, but by itself, it sits roughly 5 foot tall for 3 rows of buckets. So, hey, if you enjoyed the, now this thing doesn't want to turn back. That tripod, I don't know, I picked it up at an auction or something. It's kind of old. It holds the camera, does that good, but when you go to move it up or down or back or forth, sometimes it wants to jerk and doesn't want to go smooth. I guess I need to probably spray some silicone on it. That would probably help a lot. So clean it up some, and kind of trying to improve the editing a little bit, but still not putting a lot of time into it. Into editing, not like I should, but like I say, time is a precious commodity for me, and like I said, I try to get down and relax a little bit in the evenings, but I need to get out here while the sap is down in these trees and stuff and do some pruning on my apple trees. And then I got some other trees out front where I cut a tree down, and now I got shoots coming up all over. It looks more like a bush. And sometimes pulling out of the driveway, it's hard to see down the road, see if anything's coming. So I want to get out there and cut that down. And then I got some barrels. I cut the bottoms and top out, where I could take a dryer tub, and I want to kind of set it there and build a fire in it, try to burn some of the stump out, so maybe it won't grow back. Hopefully, at least it's worth a try. So hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. This grinding disc, like I said, I cut several of those last night, and it's getting smaller, but it's still got a ways to go. It's the Go Yonder discs. It's about a 1/16 of an inch thick, so you don't lose a lot of, if you're cutting brass or copper or something, you don't lose a whole lot. and they seem to wear pretty good. They don't wear down really fast. So, and I think they're like $27 or something like that for 50 of them. I've got those on my Amazon affiliate link, affiliate page, and there'll be a link to that page in the description below, right below the video. And I say if you're not a subscriber, take a look around the channel, look at some of my other videos, different things that I do. I melt some metal, aluminum and stuff. Let's see. Got a few ingots. Got these cupcake ingots, and then I've also got, which I have a big melting pot. If you watch, just look for the playlist, oil, the waste oil burner. I'm using waste oil even to burn, fuel the thing. But one of the problems with it is it's a big, like, air compressor tank. It's got a 3/4 inch hole at the bottom, so the aluminum melts and runs down into that. And I use cupcake tins, but now I'm converting over to a big tank with water, cold water in it, so it just makes more like a beadlets. Makes little beadlets and throw them on the floor. I'll try to pan down. Makes beadlets and stuff like that. But when it gets pouring good, it makes artwork. When it gets pouring good and the water gets hot and it builds up towards the surface, so it doesn't have time to cool off. So I may have to remelt that, but if I can get it in a crucible, I'll melt it in the crucible. But I was going to say, that one I just had and I put it back was a good example. But as the aluminum drips down through the hole, sometimes you get ash and other crud dripping down in there too. So those cupcake ingots aren't real pure. So what I do, I try to remelt them down in a crucible, and then I can scrape the dross off the top, the impurities, and then I can pour nice clean ingots. And I guess you can watch the video and see the ingots I pour in there. Now we don't have to keep running off the other room. I guess I could just I know I put some in here the other day. I don't see them though, so I did some the other day. I don't see where I put them. Had them in here on the workbench, but then when I came in here and started cleaning up, getting ready to start my recording back in here, I moved them. So I'm not sure where I put them. But like I said, I don't want to keep running back and forth. You know. Anyway, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever more videos come out. I try to put out a video every 2 to 3 days if I can, and helps keep the numbers up a little bit. But I had a couple videos that were getting a lot of attention there for a while, and then around Christmas they dropped off, so my the income kind of dropped down too. But it is what it is. The income's going to help supplement my Social Security check, that's for sure. In fact, I need a little bit of that for just to keep the bills paid. But I think we'll do it. Plus what I make off of the scrap. I've got quite a bit that I can sell if I need to. So, and right now we're ahead on bills, and I got one more land payment, and the land property will be mine, and I'm excited about that. And I just got to pay the tractor off and pay that 1-ton truck off that I just got. So, of course, that's going to be used for scrapping. So, that's only like a little $433, something like that. So, yeah, that's not too shabby. And tractor payments $250, but I've been sending $3. Pay a little extra. So, Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.